It's kind of late, but winds and spirits and stars, hello. If I have an actual wind voice talking in my head, I would be very, very worried. I hope it's just the normal voices talking in my head. Let's see. I don't think I need anything else from this trader. By the way, welcome to the Crossings Market. It is a market that happens towards the end of the week, and I recently managed to get dense banded armor, which apparently is occasionally nicknamed the Confident Lobster. The red painted armor provides good protection and is guaranteed to make its wearer the center of attention in any skirmish. Well, considering as I don't want my friends to get hurt, we'll go with that. And we'll... Look, I need to keep my omen treats safe for my omen. Isn't that right, Omen Pebble? But that is nice, as that does mean that I will be slightly more protected. You have some odd things. Oh, you do have some odd things. I've picked up one of these before. It's a stick made out of stone that appears to be fashioned with some particular use in mind. Oh, Master Iron Carpet. I think I know someone who likes these. And I have a bot bone. I was using it for something. Oh, I don't know. Voices. Should I buy the weird, dangerous ritual instruction knot? I think I'm going to if I don't get a no. Danger does tend to be dangerous, but I am trying to get more research on the Sea of Despair and the Sleeper, and this does mention the Sea of Despair. I don't entirely remember what a dual alembic is, but I'm not a mystic. How much does the iron carpet cost? Because I have some things I need to get rid of. Oh, I can... Huh. How do I afford this without immediately... I don't know what else I can give you. I only have other things. That's my extra stash of fishing supplies. And my interesting moss-covered tree mask, which I like, has a little note on it. It says, when I took my evening walk through the hillside, I heard a lovely song. A woman sat by in a misty moor, my heart for her it longed. I drew closer to listen in, but when I saw her face I had to gasp. I awoke the next day, the woman gone, and a mossy mask within my grasp. It sounds kind of like a spirit. Okay, alright, yeah, back to buying things, which I definitely got this vial of flower mark for and forgot to use it earlier. my bag's tied to my backpack. Do not have a particularly large amount of things in them. Oh, the disc of flowering ash has an interesting picture on it. I should probably get the carpet and not the...
Yes.
I don't know, dangerous ritual knot, but we'll see. That is way too much. 3? Really? Haha! I figured out a way to do it. Market day is fun. Oh, puppy. No, wait. I must pet the puppy. Oh, am I not oh, okay. I guess the puppy is not accepting pets currently. That happens. Use it. Worn armbands of a swordsmith's apprentice. I can't believe people leave these things on the ground. I really, really wish I shouldn't pick up the dangerous ritual knot, but now I'm curious. Maybe I can go and see if I can find some other things to trade. And Smith is usually willing to trade. Hello, Senveska. I don't know that I want to trade that. Actually, if I give you this... Oh, that's a lot. Slippery waistband? Made from the shiny skin of some nameless sea creature, this waistband's slippery nature makes it a challenge to keep from sliding around the body. The rainbow glitter of its scales is quite fetching, however, and sometimes one must simply prioritize glamour over practicality. Not me. I'm not interested in being particularly glamorous. Although I guess I can technically keep it. Oh. You really like the back piece of the Skald. It's a back piece covered in reflective sequins with the wearer dancing around a fire. The flames are reflected in the back piece, making the Skald appear as if on fire. I feel like I heard about something like that before. No, there's no way I'll get 2 of these. I guess I technically could keep those. Alright, was that an omen or the voice in my head or something else that just kind of went psst, psst. I'm not a cat. I heard you though. I should definitely not go by a dangerous ritual knot. There's no way I should do that. That's definitely not why I'm looking around town square to see if there's something. Oh, there's a Selka glass vendor. I don't think I can really afford much from them right now. The well is okay. Dangerous ritual, not... I do not currently have a cat, so I don't see how I could get my tongue. Although I guess I could go to Casa maybe, or sell some things to the kids out there. People value those things pretty highly at the market. I have some Selka glass that I've carried before, but I generally just try to carry roots or something else that's easier to find. Mostly I deliver things, so delivering messages or parts for the ship that needs it in Myr. Or flour at times. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. I want to see if I can get some flour because I wanted to bring that to the people in Casa because they want better food. Apparently the wardens don't give them the best food. I'm not great at conversation anyway. I don't know that I want people talking to me about silken glass. Mill worker, what do you have? Bread, which makes a lot of sense. Hello. So we're... It does not look like you have wheat seeds. Oh, is there an omen here? I feel like if I'm talking to myself, the locals are probably going to start to worry about me. Bundle of common wheat. Ooh, you have Casa apples? I don't remember seeing those. Well, I don't see any flour. Oh no. Wait, there's a pun omen? I didn't know there was a pun omen. The voices are warning me that there is a pun omen. Don't know that I have much in the way for glass right now. Char roots, spout, scrap. I feel like someone did ask me for wheat at one point, but I don't remember who. Hello, Ethel. You occasionally have interesting things, but I don't think you have. Wait, I guess I'll just have to go to Casa and we'll see how well this works. If the pun omen has awakened, I worry for the future of the world. Alright. It takes so long to get to Casa from this side. No train right now. I don't know what Casa Harina means. Orque Casa sausage. Is that a special sausage dish? Do I not have the right gloves on for this? No, I do not. You're making it harder for me to open this box. Masa harina kielbasa. Okay, apparently it's a thing. Ooh, what are those? They look pretty. Cobalt glazed cup from Ovi Talif. Oh, a brazier cup glazed with fire-resistant cobalt paint. Oh, maybe if cobalt is fire-resistant, that's why the lighthouse is made out of it. Sturdy marble staff. This I heard about. I'm not a 4th Age historian. That's the 3rd and 4th Age, I believe, are Jiva Ka's specialty, a historian who got stuck in Gaza. But at the end of the 4th Age, when the unions rose up against the Boat King, anger and pain burned like a wildfire in the hearts of the people. There were those who wished to tear down the Halzen family tomb for good, destroying any remnants of the Boat King's ancestors. While with hammer and fire, they approached the final resting place of Isa, Ilmana, and Sila, but were stopped by 5 elders guarding the tombs. The elders were unarmed apart from marble canes, which they used to hold themselves up. Unwilling to hurt the elders, the mob relented, and the tomb still stands to this day. Without those brave elders, we would have lost much of the knowledge of those rulers, which we now know at present. Jiva Ka, historian. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to meet Jiva. I know that they're a historian from Rivenleaf that is particularly well versed in 3rd Age information as well as the 4th Age. Which, the 4th Age being the one right before this one? I generally am looking into Eldritch horrors, but I have a mild interest in the 3rd Age, which is when the Khelim like me started appearing. Omen might have a better Omen and spirits might have a better idea of how that works. Ovitalif is a desert. I don't remember. I think it's south. Do I have a map? I think I have a map on me. I have a larger map somewhere. Yes. Casa. Ovitalif, far to the south of Casa. Supposedly one of the Casa, or one of the Third Age daughters of Queen Lethiades, who is the daughter of the one definite ruler we know, married into the royal family of Ovitalif. See, I am just going to keep rambling if nobody yells at me to stop. Well, I can probably use these for trade. I kind of like these, though. I might keep those for a minute. The voice in my head is saying ramble on, so I guess I'll keep doing that. Well, like I said, the historian Jivaka is much better at Third Age lore than I am, and even some Fourth Age. With these gloves on, though, I am much better at getting into mechanical parts, because the other gloves I had on were more for digging. Maybe I'll put these down here for right now. There were some other things at the market I think I wanted, but I couldn't quite. Okay, we're not going to... What does this say? Patterfoots was here. No. Patterfeet was here. You're both wrong. It's obviously Patterfooters. Oh, the Patterfeets. Patterfoots. Patterfeeders? Footers? That's the small group of kids that you can trade for. Or trade with. Halzen lives. End of the councils is coming. Oh no. I've seen... Those messages are around several places. Aside from the unions forming and eventually turning against the Boat King, including the Wardens Union, which as far as I know was formed out of the Warriors Union. I think I have something in my bag that... Let me get over to a light. I was collecting some historical things. Yeah, this disc of flowering ash, it carries an air of hopeful rebirth. The carvings are wavy and ethereal, as if events shown have not yet happened, outside of wishful reveries. An androgynous figure is sat upon a char throne. In their crown are a strange assortment of items. A mystic's knot, a paintbrush, A warden's hand ties, an abacus, and an assortment of different crafters and charsmith tools all crown their head in victory. A sea of worshippers kneel at the figure's feet, and the winds themselves are flapping the crowned figure's cloak majestically. The disc is carved with the mark of the loyal Halzanists, which, if I remember correctly, are probably the people that carved that knot in the wall earlier. Because there is a esoteric union, a Skulls union, a Warden's union. I think there's the Learners union, and then there's the Crafters union, which I think includes charsmiths, but I don't remember. And I think that that is what that disc is for, and that's worrying considering that implies the fall of the council might be on purpose. If you're a big dumb adult, keep walking. Okay, well, that's a little rude. But kids are often smarter than we give them credit for, right? I do not know what feudal technocracy means for the voice who just said that. But I think you're wiser than me when it comes to words. Alright, the cistern. This is part of the Casa sewers. I've been here a few times. There's an old wagon wheel. If I want to get into Casa, though, I know I have to go this way. If the council fell on purpose, that means the... I don't know if I should explain that. I feel bad not doing so. Well, these people have been working here for a while. I'll let them work. Oh, hello. You seem friendly. Hello there, traveler, trying to enter Casa. Oh, it's just up ahead. Tried to stop you? No, I'm not a warden. I chose to live down here. I've lived down here for quite a while now, and it's not so bad once you get past the smell. Oh, okay. There is a type of freedom down here that civilized life simply can't afford to let us experience. Hey, if you need a rundown on any of my neighbors down here, feel free to give me a shout after you've talked to them. Thank you. I am definitely going to get into Casa at some point soon. I guess it's right up ahead. Right up ahead. That is a closed door. And this, oh, this is a cat. Wow. Meow, moo, wow. Okay, I don't know what you're saying. Actually, I wonder. Does the cat count as a resident? Ah, you've met Wormlord. Love that little scamp, always digging in the dirt for his favorite treat. He may be dirty, but he's got fur soft as Casa silk. Give him a pet for me the next time you see him. Okay. I think I saw him going this way. Oh, there you are. Wait. Oh, am I not allowed to pet you? Maybe I'm not allowed to give pets without... I guess I could spare my extra fishing. I have extra fishing worms. Do you want my extra fishing worms? Wormlid fur. Wow. Wormlord devours the wriggly mass of worms in one gulp and licks its gluttonous lips afterwards. Okay, that was interesting. Wormlord fur. Okay, so this fur is dirty, and underneath the layer of soil and grime, you can see fur finer and softer than even coats of the Yihan Kala cats. Yihan being the noble house? One can't help but wonder what a weaver with the right skill set could do with fur such as this. I do know some weavers, but that involves going all the way back to crossings. Oh, I don't know that I'll get much for any of this, but I did just give up my extra stash of fishing supplies. Omenocracy? Monarchy to oligarchy. Well, I hope things don't fall apart. Voices in my head, stop scaring me. Hello. Casa date merchant. Oh. They have dates from all over. Southern, northern, and western, and just dates? Olives from Oso? If you allow me to be frank, Khelim, you are not looking your best today. Tired face, dry skin, and I won't even mention your odor. Okay, that's a little excuse. But Khelim, do not think me so rude as to point out your flaws without offering a solution. All of these symptoms point to a diet severely lacking in nectar blessed by the Sephra themselves. I'm talking about olive oil, of course. My family, the proud royals of Oso, have been growing olives since us Askin first settled the shore. Sell you oil? I'm afraid I cannot. The taxes that the council have placed on my stock would threaten to bankrupt our noble family. A tragedy to the entire braided shore would mourn. What I can do is let you trade for a coupon knot can be given to my younger brother in exchange for a free sample. And since taxes on knots are much lower than those on oil, I'm sure you catch my drift. We also have raw produce if that tickles your fancy. I'm not entirely sure I need olives right now, but thank you. Oh, hello, puppy. I should go put the puppy, I guess. These are falling down. What is this? There are lots of smells in Casa that are definitely new. Brick, a stone from Humble Bridge. Oh, it wasn't always called Humble Bridge. This is a loose stone taken from Humble Bridge, which stretches between Old Town and the Orchid District of Casa. After the first bridge was destroyed during the Lord's War, which was one of the end of the old dynasties, I think, the bridge was reconstructed into a magnificent monument named for the crown heir Ilmana Halzen. Nowadays, all that remains of the grand Fourth Age construction are bases of the stone pillars on the Old Town shore and the great arch standing in the middle of the canal. The bridge was greatly damaged during the revolt, and humble wooden planks have now replaced the stone and metal walkway. During the Fifth Age, Ark Counselor Victim Lore renamed it Humble Bridge. This was officially done to better fit the bridge's new design, but also in a not-so-subtle attempt to distance the monument from the long-gone and controversial royal dynasty. Wonder what was controversial about the dynasty. The name change was met with some backlash, and to this day there is debate among Casa residents as to what to call the bridge. This is an excerpt from No Flowers in Casa by Jiva Ka. And yes, I collect a lot of historical and folktale records. Please do not... don't judge me, voices. Was marriage outside Casa a scandal? It happened during the old dynasty, I know that much. Oh, my color wore off. There we go, now the ropes are nice and sulfur. I like simple spells. Simple spells are nice. Oh, the dog ran away. Can I pet you? Aw, he's a good puppy. No, stop running. I guess... I know there are weavers in crossings. I don't know that I have a good way to get to crossings easily. Outside of going through the sewer again. I've heard there are a lot of weird things going down here, down here. Supposedly there's a sewer queen? Well, this is another collapsed tunnel. At some point, I guess I will have to go back to talk to Jiva. I know that they're... Or Geva? I don't know. They've... never really... I've never heard their name, I just know that they're at the Casa Tea House. Behem Tea House, maybe? Should definitely go back. Perhaps after I trade off some of these goods. But I know that as far as... you're a scholar. You do look like you're dressed like a scholar. So... supposedly, there's a sewer queen, and there has also been reference to, by some in Casa, that the sewers can run so deep that they reach the underworld. Which would be interesting, but I don't know that I really want to go to the underworld. I've already heard some not wonderful things about certain areas in the spirit world, so I don't know that I want to know what the underworld is like. In particular, the Sea of Despair and the Bitter Barrens, or there's another name for them, are not very nice. I know that Maisu come from the Bitter Barrens. Thank you, Patterfeets, for putting that there. It's a good marker. Now to go back to the Weavers in Crossings. Ooh! I don't actually have a teacup that I travel with, and I like tea a lot, but I just kind of pick them up at random. Maybe I should try for a different tea. Oh, that's the Halzen Lives, the loyal Halzenists, and I am worried about that. The fact that the council in Casa being disbanded might have been a plot is not good, especially considering a friend of a friend might be used as a scapegoat if they can catch him. But right now we are going to try to focus on getting to the Weavers in Crossings and seeing what they can do about this fur that I got. Maybe I'll bring Wormlord more worms later and see if he likes those too. Oh, thank you, voice from wherever, for reminding me that I am hungry. I often forget that I'm hungry. And the mushrooms will work. It's fine, I just found them in a tunnel to the sewers. There's no problem there. See, I need voices in my head to remind me when I'm hungry. I also... Ha! Alright. Time to run. I love this spell. It immediately rejuvenates me, and I can run for much, much longer. I think the fastest way would actually be cut through here. Because the train station up there is no longer usable. Oh, hello, little goat. Aww. Little goat. I like little animals, they're cute. And it will allow me to gather a few things. Well, I can't go overturning every stone, otherwise I'm going to run out of energy. There we go, this is the other way into crossings. If only there were more voices in my head that would remind me to eat. Alright, let's see. The weavers were not in... No, not in here. Nope, that's the one with the dangerous ritual on. Oh, I picked up some things. Can I buy it? I can buy it. We're gonna save myself a teacup. I like teacups. Well, that's worn by a charsmith's apprentice, and I don't know that I... I'll keep the extra... Nope, we cannot keep the extra food. We'll just go with this. Having a dangerous, ritual not put in my bag is definitely not going to cause any problems at all, I am sure of it. I think I can cut across the fields, actually. Just don't tell the farmers. Foreshadowing? Hopefully not. I hope people don't mind me talking to all of the things around. I wonder if I'm actually talking to Omen sometimes, or if I'm just hearing random things. I would not put it past a spirit or a ghost to find it amusing enough to walk around and be invisible and talk to me. I cannot consistently cast Unveil, the spell that would let me see invisible things. Hello, this is the Millimac Weaverian Crossings. You seem like you've had a rough time on the road, Khelim. You should go get yourself a hearty meal and a hot cup of tea at the tea house. I've had tea, I'll be fine, really, I promise. I already bought one of the blankets from here. I like it very much, it's been helpful. Yes, Blanket of Bare Stars. I bought this from here. They told me the story behind the blanket. It has an unnamed maker. Some say it was a brewmaster adept experimented with creating a dye the color of nothing. Left out to dry on an overcast day, the next morning the stars of the sky had imprinted themselves on the blanket. The brewmaster experimented further, and it is not known how many blankets she made before her interest moved on to other experiments. Made from good heavy weave of Millimac manufacture, this blanket can be worn as a simple garment or used to tuck yourself in for a comfortable night. I like it a lot. When I'm not out in the woods adventuring, I like wearing it very often. Oh, but I wanted to hand over the wormwood fur, that is right. You should head to the tea house and let Ava pour some rejuvenating tea into you, my friend. I will be fine, I promise. You'll find the tea house just at the eastern edge. Yes, at the east of the city center. Can you do anything with this fur? Ugh, that smell. Did you pick this off the side of the road, Khelim? Hold on, now that I look closer, let me clean this up and see what I can do. Oh, thank you for the mittens. You call these worm feast mittens? A pair of crafted mittens woven from the fur of the sewer-dwelling worm lord. The mittens are soft, warm, and strangely durable, not suited for those with cat allergies. Well, that makes sense. Plus one. Let's see. They look like they'd be good for... They're flexible, so it'll be easy to use them for mechanical purposes. I guess I can maybe get rid of these gloves? I don't know that an omenocracy is better than what we have. I have healer's gloves, but that's specifically when I like to heal. And these for when I need to dig around in rubble and rocks. And my dangerous ritual instruction on which I just picked up, and I suppose I should actually read this so that I know what I'm dealing with. Alright. Instructions. I'm telling you this purely for the purpose of advancing the esoteric arts. If this gets back to me, I'll deny ever knowing you. Distill the essence of the bitter barrens and the sea of despair through a dual alembic. This is how you get ether. Take note, as the substance cannot exist in the mortal realm for long, so prepare the phylactery and ritual knots beforehand. If the ether grows unstable, run and bury a laboratory. We cannot let our work be discovered. I believe you know the final steps of the ritual. Good luck. -T. Maybe I should look into who T is? I think the voices are arguing with the omen while I am debating on what to do with dangerous rituals. Omenocracy. Not all omen are rocks, so not all omenocracies would have rocks in their head. I think that's fair to say. Oh, which bag should I put these in? I don't have anything. Nope, I don't. That's... No, that will go over here because I don't know what else I'm going to use the... I need to use a vial in order to make myself better at trading because I'm not good at talking to people, but there are things such as a vial of flower mark. And it grants a slight boost to your trading ability. Vials contain magically sealed potent reductions of mystic brews, a craft mastered only by brewmaster adepts. The secret of vial making remains a guarded art within the esoteric union. Yeah, mystics like to guard their secrets, but I would like to learn more about the Sea of Despair. Well, I don't know that there's much more I can pick up at the market. And I got new gloves, which I was not expecting. Do I have enough to trade? Oh, probably not. I don't think I have enough to trade with what I have. I suppose with the weavers, I could go see what those scholars were doing. I am going to smell a lot from running around in the Casa sewers. Maybe if I take a trip off-road, it will... mask the smell with the smell of grass. I honestly don't know what's going on with the council, but one of the other reasons I've been looking in the sewers is there is supposed to be, or maybe, someone has fled there that is a friend of a post warden I know. These gloves are good at getting mechanical things open. That's useful. Maybe I can take a train over? Perhaps. Is there anything I need to store in... Disc of the Esoterum. Maybe I should keep the traditional Mer teacup as my teacup. And these are train parts which I've been meaning to return. And the Abbat bone disc that I bought at the last market. Oh, I do have another one of those staves. Oh, that's right. There was said there was more than one person who had the staff that was protecting the tomb. I guess we'll have to... I'll store that there for right now. Oh no, the train's going the wrong way. It's Friday. I don't know that there's anything I can pick up from the luggage handler in, Western Verve. They collect, lost luggage if it's been in the luggage, for too long. Oh, another traveler. Bad winds blew at my birth, making poverty and hunger my destiny. That sounds not great. I didn't know that could happen. Oh, did I forget to... I may have forgotten to bring a weapon with me today. And I think I sold the other one that I had. Oops. Well, that would make going into Mountain Secret rather dangerous. But let's try it anyway. That's where we met Linnea, and Linnea taught us about spirits and omen. Cavo Linnea is a spirit naturalist from Mervinleaf, and I would love to talk to them more, but they are very often very busy. Same with Professor Merrick, who is an archaeologist. I got a brush from his overseer at one point, but I think I'm going to have to go get another one. Alright. Door defeated. Oh, I did learn Flaring Crescent at one point. Oh, this is... I've heard that adventurers can be wolves. You're not attacking me, and you can talk. We were here first, Khelim, remember that. Okay. That is not... What skills do I have? I don't remember if I have another. I don't think I'm going to need... Not actually. I have an idea. If there are ghosts, I wonder if none of the Memorab will help me get by. Oh, there's a secret room back here. Ooh. Ring of Carnunos. We're not going to take everything. Maybe someone else can use that. But I would like those. Alright, I got this. Ring of the Boat Tipper's called. Oh, I think I've heard a story about that ring. Let's see if we can get through the mountain, and then I will see about telling that story. I have a feeling that Prince Hestusem went through... Oh, hello. Greetings, Khelim. Well done working your way into the mountain's secret. I wonder if your treasure luck will be as profitable as ours have been. Good hunting, friend. Oh, you found treasure? Hello? Okay, that was...
What wind brought you here, Noma?
not back. I prefer the outdoors, but if it pays to burrow underground now and then, it also has another benefit. You don't have to bother burying what or who you slay. Okay. I don't know what you... Oh. Oh, this looks neat. It's a golden pearl-studded belt decorated with silver buckle, inscribed with an unfamiliar-looking coat of arms. Oh, that looks like treasure. I hope that wasn't the treasure that you wanted. Doesn't seem to be the treasure that they wanted. Oh, there's an area back here that I can't go any further in. Okay. Come on, little lantern. Oh, I should probably put that belt on. Although this belt does help me lift things. Maybe I'll put it on when I get out. Moth-eaten backpack. Do not dismiss the simple moth so quickly. I suspect there to be a reason why there are so many mystical creatures that match the moth in form. There are? From the pernicious fire moths to the mystical lantern moths to... There are lantern moths. To the grand and unknowable sediment eater from the Malku mythology. I only wish my research subjects would stop devouring my experiment robes. Kasashi, mythozoologist. I've never heard of that. A mythozoologist, that sounds like someone I'd want to talk to. Good afternoon, other voice, or spirit, or omen that is following me around. You're very good at hiding. I can't find any of you. Oh, this is an old scholar's robe. As scholars and mystics grow older and acquire more knowledge, they sometimes hang on to their old novice robes for sentimental reasons. I can understand that. I have armor that a smith made me from when I first started the game. Old Smith Ev is very nice. As novice robes usually have lighter colors, the senior learned folk will dye them darker hue with each period that passes. Bulky cover. Most layers of leather can make armor tougher and lighter than metal. This piece of armor is a prime example of that effect. Well, maybe I can sell these. I probably don't need to sell them at the market later. That's interesting. I didn't know there were so many magic moths. Alright. Well, I hope I didn't take the treasure from those adventurers, but they seemed a little mean. I love moths. They're very interesting, and apparently there are lots of mystical moths, according to this knot that I found on this moth-eaten backpack. I'm going to have to figure out which one of these. I'm going to have to sell some of these things. I already have a replacement for those gloves. I guess I can replace my belt for right now. And maybe store these gloves. I'm glad I tie more backpacks to my backpack. What was I doing? I went to the market. I went to Casa. Well, I went to the cistern. Fed the worm lord some worms. Worms for the worm lord. Checked at Millimac Weavery because they're a weavery to see if they could do anything with the fur, and they made these nice gloves for me. Why would you use a magic moth to fight a child? Sorry, the voices in my head are apparently very rude. Reminder to self, don't forget. This message knot looks like it was tied by me, but maybe a while ago. Oh, the bridge sentry. I've been over here before. And the cat. Meow. Premium train token. That is worth a lot of money or trade value that I do not currently have. Bridge sentry. You look worse for wear, Khelim. You should get looked after at the nearest tea house. Why does everyone keep telling me that? I'm okay. Go across the bridge and keep heading west. I've been to crossings, don't worry. Suffering as you are, the woman running the tea house there will take care of you, I wager. And for Sephra's sake, take the pedestrian bridge. Do not walk on the train tracks. Unfortunately, the coroners have closed the local train station, otherwise you could have taken the train. Alas, it would have been a mighty short trip, but it could still have been fun. Oh. I've been on the train before. The train is nice. This is train warden's house. Ah, the Warden's Union has train wardens, that's right. Maybe I should go see if I can catch a lantern moth at some point. Hello, goats. Oh. Maybe I do have a spell for a sword. I forgot about that. Yes, Flaring Crescent conjures a magic sword that can be used in one combat. It doesn't last long, but it works. I do not wish to fight a child. Also, why are the spirits fighting children? Spirit? I don't know. Are you a spirit? A voice in my head? An omen? If you're an omen, I can't see you. You're very good at hiding. No. This is the entrance? This is the entrance. I'm just wondering why you were using a lantern moth to fight a child. Oh, this looks like it's moving. Is that an omen? It's moving around over there. I'm going to leave it alone. I have my omen pebble. Pouch of sand from Ovitel. Oh, wrapped whetstone. I was meaning to get that. because I have an exquisitely sharpening whetstone, and I wanted to see if maybe some of these I love as far as stories. Some of them are a little scary, but maybe one day he'll have a story that will help me figure out, well, more things about Sephra. I did see some kids in the cistern before, that's true. They were right near the Wormlord cat. And you bring worms to the Wormlord. I don't have enough worms this time, I need them for fishing. Alright, had enough. Come on. Time for magic. Worms for the Wormlord, fur for the Fur Throne. I really cannot tell if you're a voice in my head or just a spirit making fun of me. No, that's right. I heard there was... I wonder if there really is a sewer queen down here. I've never been this direction. This pipe is noisy. A pair of sickly hands bereft of nails stick out of the pipe and beckon you towards them. They breathe heavily. Give and take. Scratch me, scratch you. Scratching amidst the night soil. Okay, voice that is both. What is this? Pale orchid grains. Sewer ribbon. Old weathered proposal ribbon, time buried in sewer muck, has tainted the once marble band. What's this? Looks like a strong cloak. This looks decent, but it's a sequin cape made of thousands of fingernails. The gruesome back piece stinks like the hells and would have no place but the garbage if not for the exquisite threads of marble metal that strung the nails together. How the sewer-dwelling pale hands got their paws on such a thread boggles the mind. Oh. How much do you want? You want a lot for that. Well, I do have some things I don't need. I guess I do have my own other teacup. I do have another ring about Kronos. He was a Halzan. I kind of like the story for the moth-eaten backpack. I want to keep the master iron bits. Oh, that's more than... Maybe if I keep the moth-eaten backpack? Oh, that's too much. I don't know that I want to give the Pale Hands the dangerous ritual knot. That feels like it's, well, dangerous. You're friends with the Pale... Wait, if you're a voice in my head, how are you friends with the Pale Hands? I don't remember meeting... Okay, well, to be fair, I don't have a good memory. I suppose an actual tailor would get some worth out of that. And I did just get good mittens from the Millimac Weavery. They do seem very polite. Here, I'll trade over the trade value for this. You are very polite. I want to keep my hands on that then, because... that is apparently... You'll trade a lot for that. Thank you, I suppose. They were very polite. Come, scritch, scratch. Hee hee hee. Oh, there's somebody else down here. I think I've had enough of being social for right now. And I'm getting hungry. The cloak I'm wearing right now is the blanket of bear stars, which I got from the Weavery, yes. Does the voice have any hints as to what I do with the cloak? I mean, I guess I could wear it. I'm not very social to begin with. We'll put it on, maybe, and see how this works. Fingernails are not great. Well, I'll bring them to the tailor's and see. That's rude. That's rude. Bah! This is what I get for hiring outside the unions. You there, I've heard some of you Khelim are quite strong. Perhaps you could assist me with furthering the historical cause? If my suspicions are correct, there may be something fantastic on the other side of this cave-in, but my hirelings are about as useful as toothless combs. That's rude. Please won't you assist them? There's a reward in it for you if you uncover anything. Maybe I'll help them, but I don't know that I wish to help you. There's a torn piece of a very old cloak here. Frayed piece of an ancient cloak. The threading is tough yet light and could potentially be reappropriated as a protective veil. I do have a helmet. I'll keep a hold of this. You're kind of rude. You still want... you know? You were very mean. Maybe I'll go talk to one of the other sewer dwellers. They were very nice and they were willing to tell me about other people down here. Adim. Ah, you've met the source of one of my recent headaches. That self-proclaimed scholar and his two muscles have been hacking away at the walls for days now. Not like he ever thought to consult us locals before he began his work either. I would have been happy to give him my advice if he had just asked nicely. Alright, if the cloak and the veil comes in handy, as the voices say, and he's been a pain to the people who live here. Oh, hello, Wormlord. I will give you more worms later. There are bugs? Hello. Wait, you have bugs. Look at the big adult coming down here to our hideout. Have you ever bug battled before? It's simple. You go and catch a bug, bring it here, and match it against one of ours. Here, you can borrow my net. Just hold it on your hand and use it on the bug nest. Talk to Koos if you need help finding the crawlies worth battling. Koos? Attentive Koos. Psst, Khelim. You want the inside scoop on the battlers? I don't play myself, the creepies make my skin crawl a little, but I appreciate the art of chelier or bug battling as the others call it. You know, I could tell you their weaknesses for a price. Get me something sweet and I'll spill the beans. The beans on the bugs. The bug beans. Oh, bug beans. Something sweet. Okay. I like the term bug beans as well. Alright, we're going to follow the voices in my head. Oh, right, I have the bug net. But I'm not sure where to find the bugs. The graveyard there seems very odd. Oh, Maddie. The Elder. Are you alright? Nope. Come back here. Oh, I suppose you might not want to talk to me if I'm wearing the, strange cloak. That's true, you can't control everything. Yep, go back there.
Hey.
Touches me that you would take after my example, dear. Words can't always cure, but sometimes they can salve. I think you should be rewarded, don't you? Sweet deeds herald sweet treats, as my mother used to say. Oh, sweets! Cotton little cakes. Small cakes that are easy to eat but by the dozen. Spices like casa leaf, paste, and dried saffron give the cakes their striking colors. Okay, so all I had to do was change the cloak. That's good. Alright, to the voice that said convenient, yes, I got lucky. I don't think they're always there. I bet the stores did have something sweet. Oh, everybody in the area is going to think I'm weird for talking to the voices or spirits or omen. I don't know that the wind's always blow in my favor. Such as when the kids leave. Oh no. Oh, they must have gone somewhere else. You know, I'm getting hungry and maybe I need a tea break. Yes, lunch break. I think I'll take a couple minutes just to sit at the Casa Tea House. Locals here are kind of nice. Oh, and maybe I can get some more food. I think. Do I have other food? I'm not going to eat the worms. Alright. Oh, I do have Casa sausage though. I could have some of that. Let's sit down and have something to eat. And go on a little break. Alright, I'm going to rest for a couple minutes, maybe 5 or so, and hopefully the kids wander back at that point. I will talk to whatever spirits follow me around then. Okay. Tea and food acquired. Oh, I meant to talk to Jiva Ka. This is the historian I was talking to. Oh, hello. Well, that's interesting. Khelim in Casa. Such an event has not been reported since the end of the Third Age, an area of history I am quite familiar with. Oh, my name is Jiva. It is a pleasure to meet you. Yes, I've heard of you. I came here just before the lockdown. I was going to hold a lecture on the old dynasties, but it seems the winds had other plans for me. Alas, I am not too distraught. I have been taking notes on the lockdown, notes another historian in another age might one day read. That's an interesting outlook on it. I will be sure to mention the wayward Khelim who blew into the city around the same time. You don't need to. Would you be interested in a lecture? I believe history should be shared to all, not just learned. I like that. Do let me know and I shall give you a short introduction. Oh, that's nice of you. I've read a lot of your writing. As the exploration era of the Third Age came to a peaceful close, settlements and homesteads had grown to become prosperous towns and cities. The largest of these towns became small kingdoms dotted around the braided shore. Most of the kingdoms were led by and ruled by a single person each. These became the founders of the old dynasty. I would like to preface that the line between history and fiction has become somewhat muddled over the generations, especially when it comes to the Third Age. That's fair, I'm mostly interested in the Eldens. So, it is best to keep a crumb of skepticism in one's pocket when researching the legends of the old dynasties. There are many interesting old dynasties, like the Habs of Rivenleaf, the Summer Foxes of Ovitalif. However, arguably the most famous of the dynasties was the Old Dynasty, right here in Casa. While we do not know their true name or their original founder, we do know that their first provable members were King Mathodus and his wife Thala Then. I've heard those names before. We believe the dynasty lasted 3 or 4 generations after Mathodus and ended with the time before the Cobalt Eclipse and the Lord's War thereafter. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. 2 events where many of the old dynasties met their end. When Isa Halzin founded a completely new ruling dynasty from the throne of Casa, the Third Age had ended, and with it most of the old dynasties. I could drone on for days on the subject, but I must get back to my writing. I do hope I have managed to inspire some sliver of scholar's thirst in you. There is so much history that has yet to be deciphered. It is both exciting and heartbreaking. Maybe one day you might visit Rivenleaf? I would be delighted to talk further then if your curiosity has not yet dimmed. Of course, I'm interested mostly in folktales, but history helps. Although right now I have to go find some kids. What does this say? Noet dear. Der. Noet der? That name is also familiar, I feel like, but I'm not sure. Alright, kids. Hopefully they're back. And I have my Mer teacup filled with tea, so hopefully this is good luck. Ah, there you are. Koos, I have cakes for you. Alright, not this down, Khelim. I won't say it twice. You have got to use different bugs for Shalir. One species defeats another, do you understand? Uxie uses a fearsome sear-tailed scorpion. It is as fast as it is deadly. I would recommend picking a battler with a strong shell. Speaking of defense, Kaksu's tombak snail is nearly impenetrable. Normally nothing seems to phase it, but there was this one time he got it too close to an enchanted knot he found, shriveled up the poor snail straight away. Poor snail. Now, Colm has a sailor wasp. I hate its creepy segmented body and would be happy seeing it go down. It's quick and it has wings, but sometimes with good grippers could hold onto its wings and incapacitate it. Then there's Nelji. That big bark spider of his can make webs that would trap even small rodents. I would advise something that could tear up those traps or maybe use them against it. Finally, there's Vise with his Tang. I think it is in Ekitang to be more specific. Don't let its lack of an exoskeleton fool you. It is still very much an insect, but without armor, it leaves itself quite vulnerable to toxins. And there you have it. Come back with another sweet treat if you want me to repeat myself. Oh, there's some of my personal notes. Maybe they can help you find some good fighters. Okay. So, my notes. Goose says, I saw a glowing moth near the cabin in the forest. Something big was stomping around, so I kept my distance. I was borrowing fruit from the markets when a little stick creature crawled onto my hand. It made me drop my haul and sent me running. Oh, let's check the market first then. There's just this thing about shipwrecks that demands exploration. I found a slimy danger in one of them. I think it was eating the waterlogged rotting wood. I was walking through a tea plantation. I love the smells. I think the shells with a snout makes it as well. It was relaxing on a leaf. Out of all the creepies, I don't think I mind that one. Ouch, I found this perfect old tower for a new clubhouse, but when I reached the top, there was something that jumped down and landed on my head. I felt it tore out half my scalp. No, I think I'll stay in the sewers for now. Ah, so more than the Patterfoot kids sneak out. Well, let's try the market first. And I think the moth sounds like the lantern moth on the knot on the moth-eaten backpack. Let's see. Market and fruit. Market and fruit. These are olives. There's a box. I wonder if this counts. Oh. This looks like a tax evader's hood. An ornate olive branch crest over the forehead. A warning knot. Send any more tax collectors around here and I'll curse your spawn, you vile union leech. Test us and you'll see that the droils do not make idle threats. Exon Droil the Fourth. Okay, maybe I won't buy olive things. I like olive oil, but this is an oil oak tree disc. Most likely taken from a ship due to the fact that the wood has been impregnated with waterproof river root oil. Carved into the surface is a caricature of a Sabasir cutting down two Asken folk. The point of view is from a fourth person hiding in a fish barrel. An inordinate amount of detail has been given to making the fish inside the barrel seem as disgusting as possible. The famous woodcarver and historian Shimo Bot Billows has been carved into the rim of the disc. I know that name. I do not have a good memory. I find it rude that they are being mean to this Sabasir. Oh, here's some fruit. There's a rustling amidst this fruit. Alright, where's my net? I've got to keep the net. Let's see, what's the best place to catch this? Ah, there is something in here. Oh, this is a bug called a forager. Today we will discuss and study the forager, a highly intelligent little critter with a mind capable of forethought. As you can see, the forager is an insect with a highly effective camouflage in its natural habitat. The forager is named as such due to its habitat of foraging fruits, berries, and other sweet and sugary plants. There's lots of munching sounds on this knot. What sets them apart from other insects is that instead of simply eating their food, they gather its loot and bring them to its nest. If one finds a forager nest, one can always find a large pile of fermented fruit and berries. Now, where did my cake slice go? And the forager... Harney, you're supposed to watch the specimen. This is a knot. That's a transcript from a lecture of Minel, professor of zoology at Rivenleaf. Oh, someone dropped a knot. Okay, well... Shack in the woods was a clue with loud sounds, and I knew of 2 shacks in the woods, but only one of them has loud thudding sounds near it, so I think I know which one that is. I think it's back here. A friend of mine showed me this entrance. considering that I'm pretty sure the shack is magical, I have a good idea of what that is. Especially considering the moth-eaten bag mentioned that there were several moths that were magical. And the half-knot from the child mentioned that there was glowing moths, I think. I am going to get in trouble one of these days when that bandit is not sleeping. You would think they'd leave less of their things around the forest. Let's see. It was somewhere around here. Oh, yes, a little path. And the thudding. Hello, Reuben. I've been here before. This is the witch Resna's place.
I have foreseen our meeting,
Greetings, wanderer. What brings you this far into the forest, I wonder? Oh, and don't let Reuben alarm you. He'll only rip the legs off of evildoers. Thank you for the reminder. You should be perfectly safe, I think. I have quite a few projects running about the place, some of which are powered by human emotions and such. It might be that you have things in your pack that would be useful to me. If you do, you could have your pick of my wondrous creations I have amassed over the seasons. I will try at some point, however, right now... Oh, discarded mystical instruments? I think I know someone who might want musical instruments. But there was definitely a bug around here. Yes, a lantern moth. I've wanted to see one of these. And there's information not near it. And this, my students, is a Nzagia lantern. It is currently unlit, as you can see, but observe closely as Harney brings the lantern closer to a mystical pendant and... Haha, see that? The lantern lit up brilliantly. It is due to the magnificence of the lantern moths trapped inside. As part of their mating ritual, the lantern moths seek out sources of mystical energy and softly dance while glowing. The Nzagia lantern can thus be used to detect mystical energies and is a vital, very expensive tool for... Oh. It looks like they dropped the lantern. This is a transcript from a lecture by Manel again, from Rivenleaf. It's nice that you at least included the nod about the moths, Resna. I do want to go... But I only have 2, and 5 of the kids. I think I know some other places. There's the moth, the fruit in the market. I know where the shipwreck is. There's a shipwreck in Harrow Ledge. That's the second place I can look. The tea plantation is probably Mert. perfect old tower. That one might take a little doing. But I know this spell. And if it works out, Traveler's Meadow. Yes. Which should be right near the shipwreck. In Harrow Ledge. At least that's the only shipwreck I know of. Well, Alcan Rock Shore, I guess. Oh, I kind of forgot about that one. I don't have the greatest memory. All right. It's around here somewhere. Said the shipwreck, the bug was near rotting wood. There we go. The Patterfoots aren't the only children sneaking out of Casa, it seems. Here's some rotting wood. Alright. Now, what have I caught? Oh, this is a warty thorn slug. There's another Rivenleaf massive. The warty thorn slug, 2 misnomers in one. The warts are thorns. Are in fact small, underdeveloped shells that sprout from its body. As you will discover through your dissection, the shells are hollow and connect to a network of toxin canals, which will lead to glands roughly the size of a shelled walnut. Once you have removed the shells, and gland should be safe to remove, as the toxin is only dangerous if it managed to get into your bloodstream. Oh, Harney fainted. Well, he should have mentioned that he had a cut on his hand from this morning. I'm not so sure about some of the professors at Rivenleaf. I know I like to collect information from some of the scholars, but oh, the tea plantation that they mentioned, right? Let's see, glowing moth, fruit, shipwrecks, tea plantation. The only one I know of is Mert, so we're gonna try there first. You know, I've collected a lot of notes and information from Rivenleaf. And some of the professors sound a little... careless? I mean, I love Jiva's stories. Oh, sorry, Omen. I wonder if you're one of the Omen I can hear. Well, you're running around and following me slightly. Oh, I think I know these mystics. Oh, they're the one of them doesn't like to talk very much. Okay, from Myrrh, you should be able to get to Merge. Hello, small child. Oh, and Lighthouse. I will collect more shards for you soon, I promise. I guess I've been running around a lot. I'm not entirely sure what I want to eat. Do I have anything? I'm not eating gulfweed. I forgot I had that. Oh, some machine bits over here. And there is a grocer. I love Myrrh. It's one of the nicest places. At least, I like sleeping next to the tea house. There's a fireplace south of it. What do I want to eat? I could maybe get rid of some of these. I don't think I need a tax evasion hood. If I'm carrying gulfweed, I don't need any other. I should probably turn that in. Maybe I'll turn it into a organ. In the meantime, I'll hide it somewhere in a pocket. Ah, the bridge to Mert. Oh. They like it when you look nice. And I love the color sulfur. Okay, let's see. Said they like the smell of the tea fields. So let's go look in the tea fields. This is a large tea plant. And I got a hermit weevil. Let's see. Allow me to introduce another critter with an ingenious skill for survival. This is a hermit weevil, a naked one in particular, as it hasn't chosen a shell just yet. The hermit weevil has little natural armor, instead focusing on scavenging the discarded shells of other creatures. Some popular candidates are cicadas, snails, or even pieces of bone from larger animals. The hermit weevil chooses these shells with great care and will not part with it until it has outgrown them. This is why finding a naked specimen is so rare. Honey, why is your teacup crawling away? Oh! So apparently in this little book of bugs from Rivenleaf, the hermit weevils can crawl away with teacups. If that teacup was an omen, I feel like that would be very rude. Let's see. The only other tower I know is in the burnings. There are other towers. I know there are other towers. I don't think it's the tower in the burnings, though, as I can't get into it. The kilns in Kuro Orchard aren't exactly towers. The lighthouses, I don't know that they'd be able to get into. Well, at the very least, I don't think... Probably go south. What does the knot say? Let's see, glowing moth, fruit in the market, shipwreck, tea plantation is mert, this perfect old tower for a new clubhouse. The kids have traveled pretty far, but the closest tower areas are nearby that tunnel. Is there a tower near Is there a tower near Charcade Passage? Maybe I'll think on the ride to Batsaha, because there isn't really a tower I know of on Batsaha. There aren't towers in Westwind Shores. I don't have too many help from... I think the Omen have run off for today, and I don't sense any spirits or voices. Ah, that is such a loud horn. Okay, Batsaha. Oh, there was a merchant here. The one who gave me the Omen Pebble, I think had other skills. I got some from him. I wonder if he has anything else. The house up there is pretty tall. I don't know that the kid would have gotten onto Batsaha.
Rest yourself, nomad.
Hello, Ninian. A very good sword. I remember the story of Bated Breath. I won't recount it right now. But doesn't have any skills today, so... And it doesn't seem like there's any way to get into... I would feel very bad trespassing on his house. Now this merchant sometimes has things, and I did gather a lot for... Oh, I think I know most of these. I should get fireworks at some point. Fireworks sounds fun. And if they said tower, not lighthouse, it's probably none of the lighthouses, which rules out Lakato's string. Well, I still have some alabaster and roots to trade. I hope I don't get in trouble for the dangerous ritual knot. Alright, so places that I don't think it would be. Charwood. Mert. Harrow Ledge. Not Traveler's Meadow. Not Westwind Shores, not Little... No, there's no real towers in Little Slip. Not the Burnings, because those are really... Not Myrrh. Currow Orchard has kilns, not towers. Western Harvest Route has the vineyard, but not towers. Crossings has towers. Well, sort of. But people live in those. Sharkey Passage and Oboe's Pass don't really have towers. Batsaha doesn't. Think. Lakato String is a no, because that's only the lighthouse. Alright, the only other place I don't think that I've checked is Sarum Fields. Lost luggage handler. Have anything good? There's a personal drinking cup. Maybe I'll pick one of those up later. Perhaps it's best to wait for the train. Sarum Fields is a bit a ways away. I guess I will be... That would pass past crossings. Wait, do spirits jump off trains? Or I guess voices. Maybe I'll take a 2-minute tea break while I wait for the train. Yeah, 2-minute tea break. Alright. Well, train's taking a while, so I guess we are walking. Or running. Oh, the omen is back. Wait, are you a rock omen? I forget. I can't. You're very good at hiding. Say you're a teapot omen, but I don't see any teapots following me. Alright. The weavers. So far, I have caught several bugs. A hermit weevil, a warty thorn slug, a lantern moth, which they're very pretty, and a forager. Dear me, you look like you've taken a beating. Well, why does everybody say that? Should head to the tea house. I've been there. I know, it's east of the tree. Okay, maybe they can't help me with the cloak. Alright. Maybe I will go to the tea house for a few minutes. I know that the seller over here sells tea. Maybe they have a rejuvenating one. Oh, I have that. It's sort of rejuvenating. Oh, there's an upstairs. I've never been up here. Oh, maybe the teapot omen was hiding at the tea house. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Ah, Khelim, welcome back into my room. Oh, I have met you before. You're the mother to the Millimac twins. Take a look outside the window there. See those tailors over there? My pride and joy, those twins. Yes. I don't like to interfere with their business, but I cannot help but come here and watch them from time to time. Oh.
Bum?
Oh, you can do something with these. The torn cloak and the threaded Nagaladair cloak. And you say you need a porcelain buckle. I've never found a porcelain buckle. I'll keep an eye out for it. I found everything else in the cistern, so... Yes, Teapot opened the voice in my head, the spirit. I don't... I'm worried that maybe one of the spirits I talk to one of these days is going to be a Sephra, and they're going to, I don't know, turn me into a mushroom or a deer like some of those tales. Oh, there's the train, but it's going the wrong way. Voices, if you are a Sephra, please do not turn me into something else. Trinket order, do you have anything interesting? Sometimes they have Oh, you don't have any. The lock from the Jade Furnace looks interesting. I could possibly get rid of some of these things. Oh, not for 500. I need all my bugs. Oh, and I wanted to read about the boat Tipper's called. The bugs are important. And I like my teacup. I did read about the stone from Humble Bridge. I'm sure I can find some more stones around that area. I'll grab some more worms since I gave most of the other backup worms to the Worm Lord. Here. I'll put that with the rest of my train items. Oh, the train might take a bit to come back. Thank you for putting in a good word for me. Well, thank you, my voice of intuition and instinct, for having more common sense than me. Although, I think I did pick up that the moth-eaten... There are lots of mythologies about moths. I'm going to have to look into that. Foundarian Merchant, do you have anything interesting? I really like the discs. Carefully worked sulfur disc. It has a picture of a lone Khelim is wandering through the desert. Their cape and robes both blend seamlessly and endless into the dunes. Oh, that's interesting and also a little frightening. But trading you woots doesn't look like it will do much since you already have it. A challenge?
Welcome, traveler.
Hello. I am only a lockbox maker, I'll have you know. I am a lockpick-proof lockbox maker. At least that is my ambition. I have here a lockbox of my latest design. I would be grateful if you would make an attempt to pick its lock. To study how you get on will help me improve this in the future. What do you say? Do you accept? Sure. Oh, these worm feast mittens help me be very dexterous.
Care to trade, nomad?
Well, I got the lockbox.
Do you need, traveler?
I think I'll be fine, but thank you.
Good day.
The day that Sephra starts following me around is the day that I start getting very, very worried for my safety. I'm interested in Sephra and I want to learn more about them, considering I've learned something interesting about them from Vestilla and her friends. Alright, enough of this. I am in a hurry. there are lots of trinket hoarders around. Oh. Not with Master Iron Studs. It says, even if we fall, the wall must not. That's interesting. Do I have any? Oh, I guess. You like wood. But I don't know that I have anything else that I can trade very well for this. I am getting distracted. I need to go find a bug, and the only place I don't think I have searched for a tower is Serum Fields. Alright, well, if your half-uncle once removed was a Sephra voice in my head, please don't tell on him that I found out Sephra can die. Nobody heard that. Oh, I love the Obo's Pass. There's lots of little omen around here. Yeah, you know what? I said nothing. I said nothing. I have said nothing about Zephyr. I don't know what you're talking about. Your aunt? I don't know why. I don't know why your aunt would be delighted, but I am worried. Worried. And the omen knows that my last name is how to refer to me. Of course they do. Mushroom, maybe I can eat that later. I don't know what a zephyr is. I'm unsure why the voice in my head says that their aunt will be delighted that Zephyr can die, but I worry for the spirits.
Good day.
I met some very nice Zephyr before. Conductors Union. Maybe I can trade out some of these items that I'm not using. Well, not really. No, I don't have enough. Oh, right. Looking for... That looks like stairs. That looks like a tower. Well, it's close enough to Serum or close enough to the exit to the cistern, so let's take a look. What does it not say? Let's see, glowing moth, I have fruit, I have shipwreck I found, plantation was mert. Ouch, I found this perfect old tower for a new clubhouse, but when I reached the top, something jumped down and landed on my head. Felt like it tore out half my scalp. No, I think I'll stay in the sewers for now. So at the top, there are stairs that. Oh! A hairy nest in ruins? What is this? Myrtlipa. There's a knot from Rivenleaf that says Myrtlipa, also known as the weave spider, has developed a highly interesting manner of capturing prey. The insect instinctually collects all fur and hair from both animals and Asken folk, which it then coats in a sticky, sweet-smelling secretion. It uses the hair to weave large nests, not too dissimilar to that of an arachnid. Smaller insects and birds that are attracted by the secretion end up in the Myrtlipa's prey, trapped in nets. Arnie, did you leave the cage unlocked? Better wear your hairnets tomorrow. You know, I'm not sure I trust Manel, the professor of zoology at Rivenleaf. I'm kind of hungry. Ashy foot mushroom. You don't know what foot of the person this was named after, but they should probably seek help. I don't think I'm eating that. I do not think I'm going to eat the ashy foot mushroom. Yeah, hairy nuts and ashy foot mushrooms are not exactly how I thought my day was going to go. Nor did running around all over looking for bugs, but that was kind of fun. Wait, would a voice of instinct and intuition be a spirit or something else? Ooh! Other spoon. What's this? Cobalt colored knot rosary. Oh no, I think this was Vistella's friend. I mean, definitely not someone I know anything about. They come for me. I must escape. Ringing shouts of alarm. The quarters is in turmoil. The mystic's laughter. A living parasite gnawing inside hollows of my bones. I must flee Casa, but how? I think I'm going to take that to Vistilla, because if I remember correctly, that knot writing resembles one of her friends. Not writing. Oh. Marble-colored knot rosary. I'm going to read these later, maybe when we're not looking for bugs. Actually, I have all the bugs. So that means I can hurry back to the cistern. Haha. I think I know how to do this. Help me eat something, and time to run. voice of intuition is a fragment of consciousness belonging to Khelim? Is that all Khelim or just me? Because I'm usually not that intuitive. Oh, hello. You like Master Iron? Yes. I need some things for the boat maker. I still might want the insect habits one. I will take those back if you don't need them. Oh, right. I guess I don't have enough for that. We'll go with that. I can take 2 of these to the boat maker in Mer because he needs these, and I usually do deliveries anyway. And I try to pick up things for people when I see them. Well, I definitely listened to the intuition today because I don't think I would have found most of those without a little help. I will deal with machine parts later. I have some kids to go bug battle. This is the right location, right? Yep. That's the right location. Yes, the mushrooms. That helps. Alright, it's through the cistern, up the stairs, then straight towards the exit ladder. I refuse to run out of energy right now. I will use that not as often as I need to. Well, I definitely couldn't have found most of these things without the voices, so... I am going to need a big dinner tonight. I did not eat the ashy foot mushroom.
Hi.
Hello, Uxie. I believe I have a bug to trade you. You actually beat me! You were really good at this. Come see me again if you manage to beat the others as well. Okay. Oh, you don't...
Hello.
Koos doesn't bug battle. Lantern moth. Haha. That moth of yours is quick. Yours sure was quick. Way too quick for my tomback snail. Well, it is a snail.
Hi.
Go, warty thorn slug. I am afraid of this thing. Huh. Congratulations, you won?
Hello.
The Merlipa. Eek, my poor spider, you meanie. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi.
Your name is Colm? Oh no, you won. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can have the bug.
Hello.
You beat us all. You have some impressive bugs for an adult. Thanks. Here, I found this in the sewers. We've been using it as a trophy for whoever wins. I think you've earned it. Thank you. That is... Oh. A porcelain cape buckle from a bygone era. Although it has been scratched, it has yet to lose its magnificent pale luster. Perhaps with some help it might one day find its resplendent purpose once more. The Mother Millimac Weaver was looking at a buckle. Huh. Oh, the easiest way back to crossings is back through the cistern. Well, I'm going to smell very interesting after all of this. Yes, the warty thorn slug just wants to be my friend. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's see. I don't think I've ever seen that symbol before, but I do know that porcelain was... Porcelain was made by the mystic Aldebaran in the Third Age. I remember looking this up. Because... Lithides at the time, when she was Methodus's daughter, wanted glass, and Aldebaran could make glass and I think made porcelain instead. Either that or it was Gehem salts, I forget which. But Queen Lithides, when she grew up, continued to use that as the porcelain, as the symbol. She had an order of porcelain knights, and their symbol was the tulip. So maybe the symbol on the porcelain buckle is a tulip. It was found in the cistern. And the tomb of King Methodist collapsed into the cistern? No. That was the tomb of... That was the House End tomb. Let me see when I get into the sunlight. Hello, kids. Alright. Looks like a star above a... Maybe those could be considered leaves, and that could be considered a flower? They do look like a smiley face, but at the same time, that could be considered one flower and then a smaller flower, because tulips do often bloom with more than one flower. I've yet to find a tulip in the braided shore, though. Oh, you probably don't. I think I passed you on the way here. No, you don't have any. I will come get that master iron knot sometime, but... The buckle definitely does look like it has a smiley face, but because both of those little symbols have 5 petals? Do tulips have 5 petals? I know that I think the flowers in Traveler's Meadow have 5 petals.
Good day.
Hello. I don't know that those are tulips, though. But if the symbol on the porcelain buckle is in fact a tulip, that could mean it's 3rd age and not 4th. Race the train crossings. To be fair, I guess it does have to stop at the station. I will have to check every trinket hoarder I can, because Shima Billows has a lot of discs that are wooden carved discs, but most of them are 3rd age or 4th age or older, which wouldn't include anything about King Methodist or Queen... Oh, resting merchant. Carved pear disc. A carved wooden disc depicting an armored woman, sword in hand, having just given birth to 3 children. Even though they are born, the children stand proudly on 2 legs in reverence to their mother. One child holds a paintbrush, one child holds a ribbon, and the other holds a carpenter's hammer. The mark of the famous wood carver historian Shimabop Billows has been carved into the rim of the disc. That's interesting because I think Isahalzen had... Did Isahalzen have 3 children? I know Queen Lethiades had 2. Oh, right, I should probably go talk to... Alright, I guess I should take this off. Talzir threaded Negaladar, torn piece of an ancient cloak, and the porcelain buckle.
Nomad?
Yes, this is all you wanted. Oh, Khelim, I'm afraid I'm retired, but, well, this cloth and thread are remarkable. Just running my fingers along the fragments is enough to flood my mind with images of how it wants to exist. It needs to be whole. Tell you what, I'll restore the cloak for you, my final work. Oh, that's... It's called Talzir. To my son, I give Talzir, the north wind. To my daughter, I wrap Manzire, the south. 2 cloaks to forever guard the life wind of their lungs. So spoke Queen Lethiades, a legendary cloak recovered and restored by master tailors Syria Melimac and Khelim Gerdin. Oh. So it was Third Age. And the porcelain is probably because Queen Lethiades loved the porcelain that Aldebrin Gehem made her when she was a child. Thank you. That's nice of her to not my name in with it, I suppose. Yes, voices, winds, and omen, thank you. Although I am going to have to start to collect some of those discs. I will say, one other thing I did find that was interesting. I know that this ring is from the boat tipper's cult. It's somehow still soaked like a sponge. Hestusem, which was one of Queen Lethiades' children, on the hunt for the charworm's cave, rowed out onto Lake Vapor in a small raft. He could see the creature's cave just ahead when his boat jerked to and fro, threatening to throw him into the murky waters. He gazed down over the side of the boat and saw the villagers from the back on land who had advised him on his journey here. were now harshly rocking his boat. But there was something strange about the villagers. Their skin had a sickly pale cobalt hue, and their pupils were flat like that of an octopus. Hestu Sem had to act fast, lest he meet a fate most dire. Serenis, wandering storyteller. Hestu Kenku, I think, was also the name of a Malkusu warrior. So I think maybe the Malkusu gave Hestu Sem that name because originally, I believe his name was Semetep? He was also called Sootmouth, and warriors occasionally ate soot before battle. Lake Vapor is far to the east in the Deeplands, I think, and the Deeplands I really want to travel to because, well, I delivered something to the Deeplander on Batsaha, and I really would like to meet her there someday. And it's supposed to be one of the places where some of the oldest wind voices still exist. And I'd like to talk to them. Not that voices usually give you straight answers. Especially considering I'm a little worried about a calamity after some of the things I've seen. One of the calamities that ended the Third Dynasty, which I guess is where this cloak came from, was the Cobalt Eclipse and the Frost Hag. This knot was from Jiva Ka, and it's about Bodran, the legendary Twilight Knight that vanquished the calamitous Frost Hag, is an enigma. We know that he met Isahalden before the Cobalt Eclipse descended on the braided shore, but the circumstances of their meeting is unknown. We know he had a sister who is rumored to have contracted the Frost Hag's curse touched, but how this happened has not been discovered. What's even more curious is that there is no official mention of Bodran or his sister after the fall of the Frost Hag. One would assume that he would stay at Issa's side, but she formed her empire while she formed her empire, but alas, there is no mention of him beyond there. One would think that perhaps he lost his life in the battle against the Frost Hag, like so many others did, but no grave has ever been found. Such a hero would undoubtedly have been given a magnificent tomb, so where is it? Jiva Ka, historian. I am worried about things like the Cobalt Eclipse, and the fact that it's been raining more often. There was one other knot that mentioned rain, but I'm not sure that I should mention it here. Maybe when I collect more information about the Eldens. Like the Myr teacup. But for now, I'll leave that be. I think for now, it might be good to rest. I've been running around all day, and I'll have to tell stories at a later date, perhaps. Maybe if I go back to Casa and talk with Jiva, I will know more later. Thank you, Spirits, Winds, and Omen, for helping me find this. Maybe Talzir will point me in the right direction at some point, and maybe its sister Manzire still exists. I'm born under the southern wind after all, so maybe I'll get lucky and find it. It was nice of Saria Millimac to knot my name in as well. I'll treasure that. Thank you. And, well, speaking of rain, luckily I'm in a tea house. Of course it would rain on market day, and right after I mentioned it. Maybe some other spirits find that amusing. Thank you, all of you, and safe travels.